Hey there, it's Katrina Sawa here, the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach with jumpstartyourmarketing.com and loveyourselfsuccessful.com, my book. And I'm on a roll here talking about, in my video business tips, about automating your business, automating your marketing, your follow-up, everything you're doing in your business. I'm doing a lot of speaking presentations on this topic during the month of September, so I thought I'd coordinate some cool videos to go along with it with some of the tips that I share in my speaking presentations. And by the way, I'm always looking for speaking presentations. If you know of a business organization, conference, or meeting in the Northern Californian area, but I do travel too, so let me know if you need a speaker. But the last couple weeks I've shared a few topics on some different things about automating in your business and your marketing. If you haven't seen those videos, you want to go back and listen to them because they're really good. And I share the how and what we're doing and what you need to do, and then how to get more information. So I talked about social media and follow-up and from an event and autoresponders on your website and all kinds of stuff already. But today I want to talk to you about marketing a program, product, or teleclass or webinar, something, virtual. I want to talk about the process. We have systems for everything, okay? We have systems for, I don't know. I mean, almost like how I do my hair in the morning. Like, seriously, I have a system, right? Don't you for that? Of course we do. But you want to have systems in your business because it will make your life easier. It will allow you to get more done and faster, and it will allow you to reach more prospects on a regular basis. Consistency is the key, people. And a lot of times you get something done and then you don't do it again for 3 months. And that is not a good way to run your business. So if you're going to plan let's say a teleclass or a teleseries or a webinar or any kind of virtual event, maybe it's a live paid program, 6 weeks, 90-day program, whatever it is, there's a marketing process that has to happen, right? If it's a paid thing, you probably want to offer some kind of free, what we call a preview call, or free preview webinar or something ahead of time in order to sell that paid program. You don't just want to go out the gate and try to email people to buy your $1,000 program or your $500 program. That doesn't always work anymore, okay? So sometimes you have to do a lot of different things in order to get people into a paid program online. If you're trying to do the free calls right now, free teleclasses or a free webinar or a free video series in order to do list building, getting people on your email list, that is a great marketing strategy, okay? So we're talking about two different things here. We're talking about the marketing strategy, which is offering free calls, webinars, and video series, and those are to get people on your email list. And then we're talking about paid programs, products or services or offerings that you're going to do virtually, like a 6-week telecourse or a 90-day boot camp or whatever it is you want to do virtually and live. Once it's recorded, you can always sell it on your website. But I'm talking about the live stuff and how you really market those things. A lot of times I have to talk this through with clients because they don't know what to do and what to send and how many emails and all this stuff, right? So you want to think, if you have a paid event and it's more than $500, you really need a couple months to market that. A couple months. It's key. Don't just try to market it for next week and start it next week because that's going to be really ridiculous. If it's a low price thing, maybe somewhere between $100 and $300, then you might be able to get away with a month, okay, of marketing. So just know the time frame first. If you're doing a free call or webinar, you can market it 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks in advance. 6 is always better, but some people don't pay attention that far in advance for free stuff anymore. Usually they sign up the day before or the week before. So it's important to have a series of emails and promotions and social media marketing that's going out the day before, the day of, as well as 2 weeks out and a week out, etc. So that's kind of the general guideline. And then when you're doing a free call, webinar, or whatnot, you also have to remember the follow-up from it. You can't just, get people to the thing and then, boom, say your magical words, right, and get people into the paid thing or get people to a call with you from there. You need to follow up and have some follow-up messages. So we have a series of 3 follow-up messages that we do in order to get them engaging because not a lot of people on these virtual calls will actually come live. Right? So you have to sometimes do in the pre-marketing, like incentive for them to come live. What kind of bonus can the people that come live get from you? Right? Can they get a free 20-minute call with you? Can they get a free download? Can they get an extra whatever? right? Can you give them a checklist? Think of what you can do for a bonus to get people live, because that's a huge thing now. It used to be that if a lot of people signed up for your teleclass, like 100, the majority would come, but that was like 7 years ago, okay? It's not like that anymore. You're lucky if you can get a third of the people who register to come live to your call or teleclass. I'm telling you, if it's a free thing, expect about a third of the registration people to actually come live. It's possible it's less. So it really is a numbers game, okay? So you want to be out on social media. You need to do regular posts and engaging content, and I can share with you how to do that, if you come to a call with me. You want to do these images now. They're called memes, M-E-M-E, right? You see a lot of image marketing. You want to try to do some image marketing to promote the call or the event or the workshop or whatever it is. Images are huge. They'll get shared a lot more, as long as they're not too salesy. Get something good in there with a URL and call to action wise, but have it be very content rich too if you can. Not too much information, but just enough to get people to want to share it. Have it be a cool image to share. That's the key on social media, is to get people to share this information. You go into your groups on social media and say, hey folks, I'm having a teleclass. I'd love you to share this out with your people. Here's the information. All you have to do is copy and paste it with the link, the share button below, right? Just request for people to share it. If they don't, just because they see it doesn't mean they automatically think to share it. So you have to request for them to share it, okay? And then on your email list, you've got to email it probably, if you're going to do a free call, you want to email a minimum of 3 to 4 times to get them to come. Just a solo email that talks about getting people to that call, not hidden in a newsletter somewhere as a mention, right? So 3 to 4 emails prior to the call, 3 emails after the call. For the paid program, you want to do the free call and do all of that, but you also then have to turn it into the marketing of the paid program. In that follow-up, that's where you get people. So the majority of the interested parties are going to come and register for the free thing, and then it's marketing to those people to really get them into the paid. That's kind of the rough draft overview of how to really market an online virtual training, whether it's free or paid. And there's so much more information. Obviously, I just gave you the overview, but I did give you enough of the timeline where you could actually get started and plotting some of this out in your calendar now, which is the key. Put it on the calendar. And then if you want to come and talk to me about it, and we can really plot out your steps and what you're going to say and all those emails and all that marketing, and that's what I'm really good at, is talking it out. And I can do that on a 2-hour planning session. I'm doing a special in the month of September for 2 hours. It's $197 to talk to me. Not per hour, total. So that's like, that you will not find it less expensive, right? That is a special offer for September only, because I know you guys need to kick your butt and get this stuff going and get it into place, and stop messing around and think you're going to get to it, because it'll be next year before you get to this if you don't have someone like me kicking you in your butt to get it done. Okay? And I'm going to do it with love. and love and logic and everything that has to happen in order to help you get this in place, because these are great strategies to really implement. I don't care what kind of business you're in. I've had roofing companies do this kind of stuff. I've had spas and salons and psychics and shaman healers and all kinds of different businesses. You don't have to be a coach, consultant, or speaker, although this is perfect for you if you are, right? I've had network marketing people do teleclasses and webinars and free stuff and online training programs. We just have to figure out what it is you're selling and what you're doing, and then we can market it. So if you're not sure about what it is, come to me. We're going to figure it out. That's what I do. I help pull it out of you. So I'd love to do a 2-hour call with you. It's a planning and business and marketing and planning session. We look at all the different aspects of how this would work in your business and what you need to do, and you'll get a huge... You'll know exactly what to do. Trust me. And I record the call, and you'll get the recording. Just go to jumpstartyourwebsite.net, jumpstartyourwebsite.net. It's a different URL. It'll take you straight to the page where you can buy that particular service, $197 for 2 hours. It might still on the page. I'm trying to get that page changed right now, but it might still say website planning session for an hour. But just know that I'm doing it for 2 hours, and it's anything in your business, so it doesn't have to be a website. But you need to go sign up there, because that's the only place that I have it even available for $197 on my website, and it's a hidden page, so you can't just go randomly to my website and find it easily. All right, So hopefully that's helpful. Now go book yourself a free teleclass, a webinar, a video series, or a paid event, and let's rock this business. Talk to you next week.